Hello, Ravens fans, and welcome to another season preview. I'm Aaron Schneider, the Sports Information Director at Anderson University, and joining us for our tennis season preview is Head Coach Scott Greve. How are you doing today?
Doing well, Aaron. Thanks for having me.
First, to kick things off, as we look at our men's team and our women's team, what are your goals and expectations for this year?
As we've talked about, our goal is always to become the best version of who God created us to be. That's the goal. That's the priority. When we set our tennis goals and individual goals, we've got a lot. We brought in some talent this year, and so we're expecting big things from them. We're still working on some of those individual goals and where we're going to be there, but overall, I think that we coaches and our captains feel that we can compete for HCAC conference championships, and that's our intention. Our intention is to get out there and really work hard, put in the work, and hopefully we'll see some really good results. But we'll leave that to the end, and we're just going to work hard and with the intention that we're going to go out and compete for these conference championships.
All right, and then what are your team strengths for this year?
Wow. If I go to the women's side, definitely the returners that we have coming back. Obviously, we lost Megan Long, which is a huge loss. At the same time, though, she's coming back to coach this year and helping us out there, so that's a plus. And as we look at those returners coming back, Ella France has just continued to grow as a player over the summer. You can tell she worked hard, and she's working hard in practice now, and we anticipate that she's going to be playing number one for us. And we believe that she gives us the best chance to go out and really lead the team in that first position. And after that, I mean, who knows what the lineup will be. The talent from 2 to 7, 2 to 8 is just there, and they're going to be competing a lot in order to see who are going to get those single spots. My guess is that we'll see several different lineups this year, just because we have no idea who's going to be playing too. I mean, it could be anywhere from Abby Cunningham, one of our new freshmen, to Morgan Nation, one of our captains, to Paula Torrent. There's just a lot of talent there, and that's really exciting as a coach to see that depth on the team. So we're excited about that, and we think that we're going to have some different players playing doubles too, maybe some players and athletes playing doubles that may not be playing singles, maybe some athletes playing singles that may not be playing doubles just because of their strengths in those areas. So we're excited to see this team and see how we stack up against our conference opponents.
All right, and then going into the roster breakdown, let's go through our returners for this year.
Yeah, so on the women's side, we have Ella France. Like I said, she's going to be leading our lineup. Morgan Nation, great talent. Morgan won some just incredible matches for us last year that really helped us in the conference championships. And quite frankly, just watching her and her form this year, she battled a lot of injuries last year. We feel like she's a lot healthier this year, still battling some injuries, but we feel like she's a lot healthier, and watching her in practice, I mean, she's just really hitting the ball well. So we want to keep her healthy and keep her up at the top of the lineup. And then Ella Maiden is going to be coming back in both doubles and singles, and just a hard worker, and she hits a good hard flat ball, which is great for doubles. And then Gabby Hosier, really surprised me as a coach, as a freshman. I mean, I knew that she was going to do good things, but to set the single season wins record in singles as a freshman was incredible for her, and she just goes out, and it doesn't matter who she's playing, doesn't matter what kind of ball they hit. I mean, she's just a grinder, and doesn't matter if it's an 0-0 match or a 7-6, 7-6 match. She's always the longest match on the court, and you know, she just continues to work hard and get things done. So, you know, wherever she's at in the lineup, you know that she's going to be great support and great anchor for the team. So yeah, we're really lucky to have her coming back. And then you got Jenna Jenkins. You know, she really came on strong in doubles for us at the end of the year last year. Kate Oberle, same thing. So yeah, I mean, with Gia Thorson and Katie really anchoring our lineup, we're looking for big things from this team this year.
All right, and then let's talk about the men's roster a little bit and kind of some of your strong points there and some of our returners we got back.
So everybody's back except for Corey Evans. We lost Corey, but he came back to the university and is working here in admissions, and he's going to be an assistant coach this year. So we're very blessed to have him back and as an assistant. And yeah, so that lineup is just hard to talk about each one individually, but obviously we got Dylan Lemon coming back as a captain, Martin Suarez, our number one and first sophomore captain that I've had in a while. He really leads by example and just does a phenomenal job on the court. Arturo Mendoza, you know, you just gotta love Arturo. I mean, he's just the lifeblood of the team and a great tennis player in his own right. So we're very blessed to have him back. Jacob Davenport. Jacob is another one of those guys that you just really glad to have on your team. He's kind of glue, kind of keeps everybody together. Same thing with Kenny Almanza and Will Fosnot and Cody Hawkins. We just have a lot of talent in the upperclassmen, and then the talent come in from these freshmen. It just makes for really fun practices. There's just so much competition going on during practice that it just, you know, you're just not relying on 6 or 7 guys. I mean, we've got 10 guys that can play in this lineup, and they push each other, but they do it well. They don't do it and create, you know, strife and contention. They do it trying to help each other and really push each other along, and that's what you really want to see as a coach. So the team, the chemistry is coming together well, and it's just really great to see how these upperclassmen really seek to bring the freshmen in, even with the talent that they have, and really welcome them in and seek the very best for what the freshmen are doing as well. So we're excited about that.
All right, and then as we talked in our recruiting interview, a lot of talented freshmen coming in. Two on the women's side, 5 on the men's side. Kind of give us a breakdown of that.
Yeah. So as we talked about in the recruiting interview, they're all going to be in the mix somewhere. Whether it's the 2 on the women's side or the 5 on the men's side, all of these freshmen are just talented. They bring their own aspects and strengths to our team, and you know, we're blessed by that. We love to see that, and very encouraged by the way that the 2 teams are coming together and really seeking to grow as a team, and that's all you can ask as a coach.
All right, and then before going into the early duels that will occur this fall, Let's talk about about a couple of our key tournaments that we will be having this fall. We got admitted into the DePaul Invitational for this year, and then and later this year we have the very important ITA regionals. So tell us about those tournaments and what you're hoping to achieve there.
Yeah, we feel great that we got the invitation to participate at DePaul. There are going to be a lot of great tennis players there, and some opportunity for some challenge for these men and women to get out and really play against good talent, really push them. So we're looking forward to that. The men will play this weekend on the 7th and 8th, and the women will play next weekend on the 13th and 14th, I think it is, or 14th and 15th. So, those are opportunities that we want to seek in the future as well. Very grateful that DePaul invited us to come to that invitational, because it'll really help us grow the talent, and to really measure how we fit in against some of the very best in our area. So we're looking forward to that. ITAs, each year we're still waiting on how many spots we get there. We know we're going to have 2 singles and 1 doubles. We're guaranteed that on both the men's and women's side, but we're hoping that we get a few more spots at the ITAs. We saw great success there last year, and we want to get as many players in there as possible so that we can kind of measure up our team. I think Arturo is probably the one who's got the biggest road to defend. He made it to the consolation final last year at ITAs, and just played some great tennis that weekend, and continued on throughout the year. I mean, he was really a strong position for us at 2. So, and Martine and Dylan had some success in doubles. So, we're looking forward to seeing how some new doubles combinations perform this year, and hopefully we get a few more single spots as well. On the women's side for ITAs, our freshmen, this will be the first time that they compete in this event, and it can be a little intimidating. So we're just trying to encourage them to, go out, play every ball, every point, and just continue to do the work. That's what matters. We're not necessarily looking for wins or losses. We're looking for, how are we competing, and are we really working on our strategy and advancing our tennis. And we think that this group is going to do that. Ella France had some success there last year. She's going to be back in the main draw this year. So looking forward to seeing how she competes, and really looking forward to see how Morgan Nation competes there as well, because she wasn't with us in the fall last year. So this is going to be her first ITA, and we're excited to see how she does there.
And then finally, what does your team need to do this year to be successful?
Yeah, so, the same thing that we did last year, and that's to be a disciplined team that seeks to put in the work. Our team scripture this year is from 1 Chronicles, chapter 20, verse 28, and basically what it says is, be strong and courageous and finish the work. And so that's what we're really focused on this year, finishing the work that we put in practice and workouts, in our academics, whatever it is that God has put in front of us as our work for the day. That's what we want to do. We want to complete that work and to do it well. And these 2 teams are committed to that, and you can see it in their efforts so far this year. And we anticipate that that's going to continue on. So, as they maintain their discipline, they maintain their dedication to their practices and workouts, we see big things from this team, both these teams, and we're excited about that.
All right, well, I think I've covered the questions I wanted to. Ravens fans, thank you for tuning in. Be sure to follow along with any more previews, any more content we may put out on YouTube. Of course, follow along with your Ravens in these next couple weeks of action and throughout the season. The men, they start at DePaul. That is this weekend, and next Friday both teams will be competing at Greenville, and then next Saturday the women will be at DePaul. So, Coach Greve, thank you for joining us, and good luck this year.
Thanks for having me here.